OGB in the building, you know, Winslow Gunner. My dog, Cool Taj, I'm talking about go back like rocking chairs. Full facts on the Cadillac, nigga. It's my dude, man.
No
real MC, real hip hop, man.
Yeah.
Don't cop that, man.
Bars is back. Niggas don't really realize.
Are great. Follow up, baby. I'm killing them right now. Hey yo, I rock him and I sock him. Watch how fast I drop him. Name any rapper in tiles, give him a problem. The camouflage, Bo Jackson's already copped him. Dipped in fine leather, I'm fresh like Johnny Cochran. Mumble rap murderer, dope beat burglar. I love when they say Cool Taj, they never heard of ya. Smack whack rappers, leave them battered and bruised, you gon' lose. I'll give you a minute to tie your shoes. The backyard bully came to back boys down. Ever hear bones crack? I'm cracking your bones now. I spit that therapeutic rap shit you love. This right here make them wild in the club. I came through the back door, red rug. Fly mommies walk by, wanna get a kid a hug. Players in the bottles, but I know it's fake love. They just trying to get a little closer to the plug. Go with your own game, stay in your own lane. Bandwagon, stop riding my train. When I spit this heat, y'all gon' feel these flames. Mattel, the Parker brothers, I don't play no games. I'm so gangsta, I don't need no gun. Got 99 primes, but y'all ain't one. I don't rock no diamonds, but I shine like one. When I come through, it's something like the rise of the sun. These guys, they pop guns, but their aim is off. Guns out for cowards, you lames are soft. My name is an action verb, that's my word. I stay on the low, Thurston Howell the third. From the hoods to the suburbs, states to the province. I kill microphones, leave beats unconscious. Hip hop, non-stop, baby. Yeah, come on. Yeah, Cool Taj is great, man. Word up, shout out to Bricks in Australia. Shout out to my man Jims, J.H. Teller in Pittsburgh. Shout out to Bronx Pacino in Florida. My man DJ Doc Holliday in Virginia. My man Brian Atkins, Blue Label, baby. Money Dave in Atlanta. Word up, shout out to my man Fat Gary. Word up, we everywhere, man. It's about to go down, baby. Shout out to Lewis Park in the UK. You know what I'm saying? From the UK to USA. Hip hop all day. Word up, follow up, coming soon.
Why you muggin', why you buggin', man, y'all niggas struggling, I live my life. Why you muggin', why you judging, man, y'all niggas buggin', I live my life. Now why you muggin', why you judging, man, y'all niggas struggling, I live my life. Now why you muggin', why you judging, man, y'all niggas buggin', I live my life. Now why you muggin', why you judging, man, y'all niggas struggling, I live my life. Now why you muggin', why you buggin', man, y'all niggas buggin', I live my life. I can't settle for less, my brother's stressed, needing money, got a head on my chest. It ain't funny, brother, I burnt these bridges, can't cross this cliff. And for the fame of the game, I my bitch, and she think I don't know it. Don't act the way she used to, and think she don't show it. Damn, when it rains it pours. Gotta get my money right to keep my brain off these whores. I need a little sunlight. Open my mind, open these blinds, stay focused on rhymes. Ever since K-Rally, nigga, I'ma hold down mine. No more sitting on the block, running around with nines. No more sitting on the block, running around with dimes in front of TMKs, chopping shit with blades, avoiding raids. I need a million house for my children, a mansion for my daddy. Spitting this real shit to get me a Grammy, nigga. It's my life, my life. Now why you mugging, why you judging, man, y'all niggas is struggling, I live my life. Now why you mugging, why you judging, man, y'all niggas is bugging, I live my life. Now why you mugging, why you judging, man, y'all niggas is struggling, I live my life. Now why you mugging, why you bugging, man, y'all niggas is bugging, I live my life. And I'm loving this, how I changed my life, I'm on some other shit. It's Range Rover the Hummer, it's range clothes for the summer. Exchange hoes with my brothers, how you knocking this? And when I used to be on sloppy shit, broke down, rolled down, ain't even have a pot to piss. I gotta get it to the fullest, I dodged bullets, I really went through it. This is more than just music, trust me. I grind for weeks till my arms musty. That was truly at the park the cops rushed me. I lay low, live with my boys, I'm paranoid. I lay low, run from the boys, but can't avoid it. That niggas all on the block, stickers pointing out the spot for some whipped up rock. Damn. Now tell me if I'm bugging, my fam called a fair case. Can't even trust my cousin, nigga, it's my life. Now why you mugging, why you judging, man, y'all niggas is struggling, I live my life. Now why you mugging, why you judging, man, y'all niggas is bugging, I live my life. Now why you mugging, why you judging, man, y'all niggas is struggling, I live my life. Now why you mugging, why you bugging, man, y'all niggas is bugging, I live my life.
This is a motherfucking player, man. We only got one life to live, my nigga. If I was you, nigga, I advise you, nigga, not to waste yours watching another nigga get his, nigga. You're not the judge, nigga. It's only one judge, nigga. Don't be sitting back trying to judge me, nigga. Get your shit straight, nigga. Get your shit straight, nigga.
El Finesse, El Coleon, CBC.
If it ain't about loyalty, dough and bras, why the hell is we wasting time? Play this till I die, I'm the stable stacking 3 plates and whenever I ride. Best believe that I'll be with the green and I stay with that joint, I blow the biz. Why you wanna be up on me now? Cause my baby left the ground, girl it's on to the next.
On to the next, bartender pour a shot. I came here single ladies who try and rock after the club, where you be free. Wanna parlay with me, finish it off with a nightcap. Later knock it out the frame, call me Young Tyson. Now you slumped last night, thought about wifing, but I'm back to my senses, we're better off friends. Still don't mean I won't beat it up again. You give excellent brain like you hold a few degrees. Swear shorty real, we even hold some felonies. Still no matter the case, she gon' hold it down. Trust her with my life, I don't know, slow it down. Like whoa, got me on my black rock. Just stay down, do a good job. I handle everything on my end. What's life without you in this world full of sin? Just me and my girlfriend.
If it ain't about loyalty, dough and bras, why the hell is we wasting time? It's like this till I die, I'm the stable stacking 3 plates and whenever I ride. Best believe that I'll be with the green and I stay with a joint, I blow the biz. Why you wanna be up on me now? Cause my baby left the ground, girl it's on to the next.
It goes uno, dos in the motherfucking dress. You better be easy, nigga, or get test. We never been niggas that ever to be pressed. We just waiting in line for real to be next. I got niggas that be dumping this shit, run all tests. Upper echelon, so don't expect nothing less. Stayed in the gym to max the old reps. Play bitches back and forth just like chess. This is real, my nigga, in the field, my nigga. 10 toes out the fucking mud, my nigga. Straight got it, my nigga, no question, my nigga. Dreams only die if you wake, my nigga. So pray, my nigga, stay up, my nigga. Pour champagne or even a little liquor. Back when my niggas some top, we little slicker. CBC, nigga on track.
If it ain't about loyalty, dough and bras, why the hell is we wasting time? It's like this till I die, I'm this paper stacking 3 plates and whenever I ride.
mountain on my shoulders, counting on too many doubting that they sober. Too many wanna be the Don Falcone without these soldiers, and we only getting older, sweating, knowing that the motive of the average man is lust. Man, I'm surfing on the mantle, they can't penetrate the crust. It's a must that I thrust out the atmosphere. Then it's Stella Matt McConaughey, I be about it here. I've eaten up a lot of years while trying to hide a lot of tears. Emulsified nine, just a liquor pot and lots of beers. Not a care if I'm giving until the solar block appears and guys my fingers gripping on the spick and hits the paper like a quarter stick of dynamite. I got a lot of fight left, so when I step in the arena like I'm gangsta, someone ought to die tonight. Been on my piece shit, they know that I beast quick. Maybe pull that piece quick, hit him with at least 6, leave him with his teeth kick. Family heavy hearted cause he started like a prefix.
Watch and learn. I'm motherfucking beast on the mic. Highlighting the show. Just listen. Razzcast. Watch and learn. I'm motherfucking beast on the mic. Highlighting the show. Just listen. They'll gone.
They don't know how long we've been on this lane. All this drama stains. They don't go away. Yeah, they don't go away. Go away. Yo, they don't motherfucking jumping on this trine, drawing walls with my lines, doing 995 on the cycle, going psycho. No retreat, no rewind, no reverse, only 90-degree turns, 3rd-degree burns. Big guy popped out, I was taught who still breathes and he learns. And we lit and we push, make them pay for what they did to Emmett Till and Cold Crush. Now it's 20 young niggas getting like Mo bucks. But ask them how they feel about a social injustice. They give no fucks, they like so what? That's why I treat them like Bruce Leroy. To showing up, career ended, Shia LaBeouf. Knock them out, they converse with my verse. Pegasus, I'll fly horse, the sky blue Porsche. Jamie in the bottomless cup, then bottoms up. Twitter better start following us. Blowing up worldwide like ISIS insurgents. And I don't need the 52 virgins, no Sharia law. Eastern European stage performing. Backstage I got a girl with curves, but need an apple ball. Drink Irish, cannot speak Gaelic. Me and Jackie Ryan faded, spoke the universal language. Ooh, the blade of my buck knife serrated. I OJ'd and skated, got blood on my palms. Same color as the soul on my crystal batons. Walked the red carpet, they never knew it was John. That's my alibi, never knew it was John. J, the A, the M, the O, the G, the A, the N, the G. It's J-Mo. It's J-Mo. J, the A, the M, the O, the G, the A, the N, the G. It's J-Mo. It's J-Mo. They don't know how long we've been on this lane. All this drama stains. They don't go away. Yeah, yeah. They don't go away. Go away. They don't motherfucking.
You are now entering a
Joint Chiefs, Killer Vic, high boxing in the whip. Welcome to the hot box. 4 windows, 1 roof, no drop top. Highway, only stay off the hot blocks. Raw life, Joint Chiefs, smoking non-stop. Welcome to the hot box.
Swerving in and out of lanes, doing smoke rings. James Bond stash where we hide the whole thing. By the pound like the neighborhood butcher. Charged for contact like the neighborhood hooker. No plan B, so plan A can't backfire. Smoke from the rear, burn rubber from the back tires. Let's take them on rides, it's spontaneous. Fumes out the window, baking the town radius. Never mind about doing the speed limit. If we got a red line, it's secure that the weed in it. Shake, bake 'em like Ricky Bobby, my moves pleasant. We all racing towards the exit.
Welcome to the hot box. 4 windows, 1 roof, no drop top. Highway, only stay off the hot blocks. Raw life, drink chief, smoking non-stop. Welcome to the hot box.
Before you spark up, there's some rules. Gotta hit the highway so you can cruise. Stay in the middle lane, let them pass you. Don't get nervous, just try to keep it cool. Whatever you do, don't you open up that window. You gon' let out all the smoke from the endo. 5 joints in a row like it's bingo. Don't blow my high like the bottom of Nintendo games. That's why I G-ride solo, gripping on the wheel, inhale from the rock home. I move solo from state to state, you know I always put it out when I'm passing through the tolls. Welcome to the hot box. 4 windows, 1 roof, no drop top. Highway only, stay off the hot blocks. Raw life, joint chief, smoking non-stop. Welcome to the hot box.
Ghost Rider with more fire. All black whip like Kip from Knight Rider. Piff getting lit, speedometers on fire. We leave the windows up, the smoke it gets higher. Smoking loud, so I say I ain't hearing you. Hot box the whip, the smoke sticks to the interior. I'm in the maze, this haze a speed changer. Zoom on the marker 5 like I'm Speed Racer. No stoplights, a state trooper stopping us. I'm in my prime as I'm lighting up this Optimus. The raw papers as I'm zooming off the sour and this Bentley OG at 200 miles an hour.
Welcome to the hot box. 4 windows, 1 roof, no drop top. Highway only, stay off the hot blocks. Raw life, joint chief, smoking non-stop. Welcome to the hot box.
Welcome to the hot box. 4 windows, 1 roof, no drop top. Highway only, stay off the hot blocks. Raw life, drink chief, smoking non-stop. Welcome to the hot box.
Where I come from, we smoke a lot of dope. Yeah. Fill up with the chopper, let it go. Where I come from, we smoke a lot of dope. Yeah. Fill up with the chopper, let it go. Where I come from, we smoke a lot of dope. Yeah. Fill up with the chopper, let it go. Where I come from, we smoke a lot of dope. Yeah. Fill up with the chopper and let it go. Got dollars on dollars on dollars on dollars. Hey, she calling me daddy, but I'm not her father. Yeah, I pull up with choppers, I put that on mamas. Hey, we smoking like Rastas, I put that on Cetas. Hey, I'm smoking on reefer, she sip margaritas. Yeah, we all about figures, yeah, we some real niggas. Hey, you blowing my hot and I'm pulling no triggers. Yeah, you tripping, blood dripping all over your sneakers. Hey, I'm dreaming all day like my name is Adidas. Yeah, you come to the bay, now you meeting the reaper. Hey, Titty boy came to the bay and we took his new freezer. Yeah, Titty boy came to the bay and we took his new freezer.
Giving them info on my kinfolk, I'm abusing y'all. Poking your breezy A-ware, that's a voodoo doll. Pass it around and let man sit it. It's a wife a lot, long walk, holding hands and shit. Why would I wanna battle a crew of fakes? Badged up, that crew with chicks. To me, you're harmless, I heard a feature. This shit was garbage, So-and-so dissed him, so-and-so slapped him. There was no director, he didn't want no action. Closed caption, Joe Jackson toe tagging with the flows Manson. I leave it bloody like a murder scene. Armory Master got the piff, you heard the team. Triple beam, pile drive him, hit him with that triple team. They shouldn't even have shown up. Drop down and kiss the cons, Leroy, I'm shown up. Lyrically y'all hurting. They called in a surgeon to change their face right after I serve them. Your raps, red sweet, mine, kush sacks. Scalp him like an Indian, leave his wig pushed back. You feel me? Y'all keep it real like Milli Vanilli live in Philly. If I gotta choose a coast, I gotta choose the West. I live out there, so don't go there, just let it go. From Seattle to Mexico, they strap like Plexico. Lex Luger let the weapon blow. I take a leap of faith and use your face as a stepping stone. Plenty poems. OG, Kush, penny poems. I'm like a cyclone. When I hit that microphone, I clown with it. You dig? That weak shit you pumping? I'm not down with it. I've been iller than Ben Stiller. Grab the Mac from the back of the act. Body Mac Miller, Gorilla in the flesh. Mancini, Godzilla, broad pillar. Cool ruling, top villain. Go back to moving crack, them tracks I'm not feeling. Yeah, you got the same flow, so I'ma call you lame flow. It's nothing when I roll up on them, like Kano, underground. So I hit him with that shovel too. I threw it from the smell, then I threw up the W, body bag.
Rolling up the nags who tipped it for the etc.
Yo, I'm finna to tell you how it is in the hood. See, cause in the hood, everybody's a target. Nah, I ain't like that. I'm gonna tell you the real deal what it goes on in the hood. See, in the hood, most of us won't reach the age of 21.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your rap.
Too many whack MCs wanna get down with that sound. The click, boom, makes me frown.
You get blazed when the mic's off, shot when it's on. You probably duck when they laid the gunshot in your song.
Let me put you on your feet and show you what's all about the street life. Ain't nothing to play with.
He got his parents thinking, how did our son get this wild? Cause every killer was once a defenseless, innocent child. They used to look at him and smile, now they look with a frown. Cause he don't respect them like he do the G's for putting him down. But he's a clown nigga frontin' like he know what that drama about. Till them niggas hopped up on him hustling in front of his mama's house. It's getting out of hand, these youngins don't know how to hang and just chill without having to bang, shout the brow again. I miss my homie Boom, rest in peace. How he get murdered when he been trying to save our streets. It don't matter who young child is killed as long as the one's violent. Trumpet them and never do a thing about gun violence. A moment of silence for those we lost. It's all of y'all. It's deep, you shouldn't play in these streets if you ain't built for it. And you best be real sure cause you could get killed for this.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your rap.
Too many whack MCs wanna get down with that sound. The click, boom, makes me frown.
You get blazed when the mic's off, shot when it's on. You probably duck when they laid the gunshot in your song.
Let me put you on your feet and show you what's all about the street life. Ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, it's real days in the streets. Beef with the projects, niggas blazing the heat, shots flying. My baby hurt, mother's crying. Y'all wasn't there, y'all niggas is lying. Tachik, I'm up early playing the block, making hand-to-hand sales. We running from cops. After that bag, trying to connect the dots. Come through the Ave and violate, we making it hot. Anything y'all wanted, we can get it. Like B.I.G. said, niggas talking, but we living no real G's. From the Ville to the Star, everywhere I go, niggas like, what up, shop? From Crown Heights to Compton, they letting it bang. Little kids in the game, they running with gangs. Police will set you up, racist to wet you up. And those armor-piercing bullets they got, you ain't getting up.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your rap.
Too many whack MCs wanna get down with that sound. The click, boom, makes me frown.
You get blazed when the mic's off, shot when it's on. You probably duck when they laid the gunshot in your song.
Let me put you on your feet and show you what's all about the street life. Ain't nothing to play with.
Going hard every day and night. Hustling is our way of life, we are your lights. Grinding every night, my mama pray to Christ. Amen. Thinking a nigga gonna take my life, but I go hard to make things right. So for my fam, I'll pay that price. If you real, you can relate to what I rap out. From a crack house in Crown Heights to a frat house. To see me on the stages, to see something amazing. Keep playing with your money, paying for cheap imitations. Blowing money fast, no strings to abs. And I'm so Brooklyn, I'ma hop out and don't pay the cab. You don't want it with BK. My borough is the thoroughest. Gangsta rap martyrist, the black Marty Markowitz, the Brooklyn borough president. Elected by the crooks in his residence. So cops find nothing, we're looking for the evidence. Just like B.I. drive me through my hood when I die. The heart of Brooklyn, Crime Heights, right between the bush and the stop.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your raps.
Too many whack MCs wanna get down with that sound. The click click boom makes me frown.
You get blazed when the mic's off, shot when it's on. You probably duck when they laid the gunshot in your song.
Let me put you on your feet and show you what's all about the street life. Ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah. DJ Mix. Get busy living. Bangkok fam. Ches Rocker on the boards.
All right, mic check, 1, 2. You know what it is. Good morning, September 11, 2018. This is your host, Big Rich. You're listening to Waking Up with Ruckus on R&R Live on YouTube. Salute and good morning, and thank you for joining us. I just want to get some quick things out the way before we start today's show. You know, yesterday I thanked a lot of people. There was a couple people I missed. You know, I just want to thank Agent 5, A5. Thank you so much for helping me secure the computer. And, of course, I want to thank Clark. These two were the first two that joined my podcast when I was just pre-recording. And we did shows together, and we had a great time. So thank you to them. And also, Crumb. Salute to you, Otley's and Crumb. I forgot to thank him yesterday. Taught me all about music and the rules and how... you should approach an artist and what to expect from an artist when doing business with an artist. So salute to Crumb, as professional as it gets. I appreciate that. All right, so good morning. Yes, there are some news articles, of course, that we want to talk about, that I want to talk about. So today may be an extended show. Salute to Jaquan for Life for sponsoring today's music. Bars. For all you... hip-hop alcoholics that just look for bars. We got bars today. So thank you, sir. I appreciate your you sponsoring the show and as well as your donation. Grateful, always grateful. So today's show is dedicated to James Cartier and Yvonne Bonomo. And I'll let you know who those two people are. For the New York listeners, New Jersey listeners, today's a crazy day. Today is the 17th year anniversary of the attacks on the World Trade Center. Okay? Not going to get really political about it. I'm going to try to paint a picture for you guys from the eyes of this New Yorker on that morning. I think I got Clark calling in, hopefully, as well, because he was good friends with James, as well. We all grew up in the neighborhood, as well as Yvonne Bonomo. We all went to the same school together. James was my next-door neighbor, where I grew up in Jackson Heights. And these two people were trapped in the building and never made it home that morning, okay? So we're going to talk a little about that day. I'm going to throw out a number right now, okay? 2,977. 2,977 people died that morning, which included in this number are 400 police officers and firefighters and 19 hijackers. 2,977. As we know, 2 planes crashed into the World Trade Center, 1 into the Pentagon, which we will never get video for, and 1 plane crashed near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Perhaps, as they said, allegedly on its way to the White House, or who knows, the Capitol. So let's paint a picture. And for the New York audience, you are welcome to call in if you have any if you'd like to share where you were, what you were doing on 9/11. Okay, so 2001. This time in my life was a very turbulent time in my life, okay? My father had just passed away 2 years prior. He lost his life to leukemia, and it was a quick one. 7 months, in and out, gone. Man just withered away. He was ready to die, so, he understood. It was an uncurable form of cancer as an adult. A baby can get what my father had and live, but not an adult. So I was... The disciplinarian of the house was gone. I feared my father greatly, okay? I had a lot of fear of my father. Up until adulthood, 21, 22. I didn't cross my father. I didn't fuck around, okay? That's how he raised me, you know what I'm saying? So I out of respect, I always had fear for my father. You know, my father let it be known at a very early age, he was not my friend. He was my father. So when the disciplinarian of the house is gone, a mind such as mine, also grieving, also realized I didn't have to answer to anybody anymore. It's just the way I saw it. You know, I'm a dysfunctional human being. I grew up in a dysfunctional home. You know, as a child, there was many times I wished my father would die. But when you're a kid, you don't know what you're saying. You know, when it happened, you know, of course, I was crushed. But a part of my brain said, "Hey, you don't have to answer to nobody anymore." And that part of my brain took over. I quit a job in an electrical company that was about to go union, talk about fuck-ups, and just started selling drugs full-time. So, September 11, 2001, I'm sleeping. Usually I'm sleeping because I'm up all night. This particular morning, I'm not in bed. I'm on the BQE. For those that live in Queens in New York, the BQE is a highway that goes from Queens through Brooklyn right into Staten Island, the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. And on the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway used to be a bridge called the Kosciuszko Bridge. They tore it down and they built a new one. The Kosciuszko Bridge is where I was crossing when I saw the first plane crash into the World Trade Center. So there was a shoulder. So I immediately pulled over to the shoulder and I said, holy shit. First thing I did was call my sister. And I said, okay, Pooj, where are you? She goes, I'm in the city. I'm at work. I said, listen, get up calmly. Go downstairs, catch a taxi, and get the fuck out of Manhattan right now. Just get out of Manhattan. That's the first thing I did. So holy shit. This is before watching the second plane go into the building, okay? So standing there, just, you know, now people are pulling over. There was a sudden influx of cellular phone calls to the point where people couldn't get through to people. So the chaos started. Boom, the second plane comes into the building. Boom. That's when I got the fuck off the BQE and jetted right back to Queens. I can't get in touch with my sister at this point. Can't get in touch with anybody. Get back home. I tell my mother what happened. I go to my next door neighbor's house, James CARTIER, and knock on the door. A boy was an electrician working in the World Trade Center. I said, where's James? They said, well, James went to work. I said, well, do you know what happened? And they're like, no, it still hasn't, people ain't talking about it. I said, well, listen, the buildings just got hit by planes. I think, the two plane crash. One plane crashing, okay. 2 plane crashes, I was like, yo, 2 planes just crashed into each of the buildings. You need to contact James. Now, the media gets involved. So now everything's on the television, and they're saying there's 2 more planes in the air because supposedly there's no planes that are allowed to be in the air now except fighter planes jetting throughout the city. So now people are aware of what's happening. The buildings got hit. They came down. When that first building dropped, I said to myself, when the fuck does a building get hit on top? Now, this is just a simple observation from the eye. No physics involved. I don't know the architect of the building, where building was built, what it was built to withstand. But when that building dropped, I said to myself, there's no fucking way the bottom of the building gave out from hitting it on the top. It's just no way. It's just a fire. Now, it was a gruesome day. People were jumping out of that building because they were on fire. They couldn't take the heat no more. So they jumped out the 40th, 50th, 60th floor of that building. It was insane. Second building drop, I said to myself, I said, yo. I go, yo, these buildings just dropped like it was a demo job. Now go back to the news. They're talking about a plane hit the Pentagon. No video. To this day, no video. No cell phone footage. No video. And if anybody hasn't seen a movie called Loose Change, I suggest for the thinkers, go see Loose Change. In the history of fires in a building, the World Trade Centers were the first 2 buildings in the history of building fires that caused the whole building to collapse. So I was just like, oh, okay. And I'm not going to go too crazy in it. We're not going to, go conspiracy theory on this shit, but something wasn't adding up. All right? It wasn't adding up. And as time went on, everybody went after Saddam. WMDs, no WMDs, whole bunch of oil and gold, but no WMDs though. So now they said the plane hits the Pentagon. No sign of a plane. The plane just simply evaporates in the fire. Gone. So as I'm sitting here watching the events unfold, I'm saying, yo, I'm like, yo, did they just pull off another JFK on this country? Did they just pull off another just mass hit? Then, a couple of hours later, after the buildings dropped, another building just crumbles to the ground. Now, people heard explosions. People heard explosions in the first 2 buildings. People heard explosions, I think it was in building number 7, which was a storage for, I think, if I was not mistaken, the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission. Tons of paperwork in building number 7. The owner of the World Trade Center, 3 months or 4 months prior to the attack, pulls out an insane insurance clause on the building saying if, just God forbid, if we were ever attacked by terrorists and something happened to the building, I need to be covered. Massive payout. So my friend James Cartier, who I grew up with and played stickball with every day and played stoopsy and spent summers growing up with, was stuck on the first building that got hit above where the plane hit. And there was no way for him to come downstairs. What does he do? He goes up. He climbs up. He goes up. Away from the fire, because it was just too hot. Finally gets signal and calls his family and says, hey, listen, I love you guys. You got to give me a second. I love you guys. I'm not going to make it home. Can you imagine? I'm sorry, you gotta just give me 1 second. I grew up with this kid. And in my eyes, he was murdered. Just like Yvonne Bonomo. Another classmate of mine that was working in the building and could not get out in time because she was trapped. It took them 3 months to find their bodies. And the smell lasted for weeks. You could smell the ashes and burning metal in the air. And it kills me when his family's there right now. There's a live ceremony on TV. And they'll never see it that way. They'll never see it. They'll toss it up to a casualty of war. But in reality, that was an orchestrated demo job. And they brought down those buildings and the guys that if it was an attack. And just like many other instances in the history of this country, everybody started screaming war, and we went to war. But these two people, I believe, are a victim of what is always going to be an extremely corrupt government. 2,977 people. And 2 of them were family. I'm going to take a break and get some water. We'll go to our first song. I'll be right back. I apologize to everybody. I'm sorry. I just got to get some water.
Days will bring that in. Yeah. Vinny Idle, what up? Donnie.
Yeah.
Vinny Idol, nigga.
It's an understatement if you say I'm on my grind. They say I'm underrated, see them comments all the time. I was on the block holding guns, doing crime, bagging up crack before Mary heard me rhyme. These dirty little bitches try to turn into a dime. I ain't fuck you back then, won't fuck you in my prime. Dark liquor, half ounce, and Patron with some lime. Couple bottled waters to my table and I'm fine. Still be riding dirty, rather have it than be slipping. Got a lot to lose, so all my niggas think I'm tripping. We ain't gotta argue, I already got the clipping. I turn a nigga purple like the nasty shit he sipping. All that bread you got, why you put it on the gram? You ain't pay your child support, how the fuck is you the man? We was in the kitchen, had that coke under the fan. Let it dry, chopped it up, then we came up with a plan.
I just came up off a gram, did the Benz truck wagon series. $10,000 on denim, I left with Madam Mary. Niggas can't believe that I made it, I know they mad to hear me. I grew up on the locks, you could hear it, them niggas had to feel me. She spit that 24 hours to live verse. Plug got robbed and gave us 24 hours to live first. I didn't got rich off this rap, coulda honestly did worse. I ain't cocky, they just copy all the shit that I did first. How you claiming that you hard and you ain't never been to D-block? Got your bitch in my lap and it sound like she trying to beatbox. Caught him lacking in his own hood, chased him for 3 blocks. Tangerine seats in the piece, drop. Thug life make you think
on our last run right before the game was over. We used to whip the work with a 50-cent Cobra. Rover. Then we got the deals like a nigga found the clover. Clue freestyles where we got our most exposure. We was only doing what the older niggas showed us. After the advance, we was still selling boulders. Industry hated cause they could never control us. Bad bitch under the dryer, she in the rollers. Big shout out to all the soldiers. Fuck it, we got rich, that's what the overall goal was.
We was in the kitchen, had that coke under the fan. Let it dry, chopped it up, then we came up with a plan. We was in the kitchen, had that coke under the fan. Let it dry, chop it up, chop it up. We was in the kitchen, had that coke under the fan. Let it dry, chop it up, then we came up with a plan. We was in the kitchen, had that coke under the fan. Let it dry, chop it up, then we chop it up. Locks.
All right. Again, I apologize about that. You know, when I talk about my friend James, you know, I met this kid in 1984 and we spent every day of every summer together until we were both allowed to leave the block. And we both went in our own directions, but we went to school every day. We played baseball, stickball, stoopsy. So for me, you know, I lost a brother. You know, and also Yvonne Bonomo, which is a close friend of mine's sister. She was older than us, and I remember the summer where she worked on West Coast Video. It was a video place right on the corner of my block, West Coast Video, and Yvonne worked there, and we used to go there and chill in the summer because it had air conditioning. She would always let us in. 2 beautiful people taken away. You know, James has a very big family, 3 sisters, 3 brothers. You know, him would have made 4 brothers, so 7 kids. You can imagine just 7 kids out, plus all the other kids on the block. So we grew up like 25 deep on one block. 25, you know, you can imagine the games of tree tag and hide and go seek and baseball and all that stuff. And no lie, his 3 brothers are complete fucking assholes. They were like stuck up, always fighting with everybody. But James was like the complete opposite. Like, we used to look at James and be like, yo, what happened? Like, you're not an asshole like your brothers. And we would laugh. Beautiful. He had this smile that would light up a room. Great guy. Just a great kid, you know. So, and I miss him. I miss him dearly. So today, you know, and my anger is because I could never go to his parents and say, listen, you know, you put that flag up on your porch, and because you're talking about a father that was in the army, his firstborn son went into the army, so you're talking about a patriotic family. And you know, my heart is broken because they put the flag on their porch, but it's the same flag that robbed them. It's the same flag that robbed them, that robbed their son from them, that took their son from him under the guise of an attack. I think the owner of the World Trade Center's name is Larry Silverstein, if I'm not mistaken. Look that up. The man got $1 billion payout. A man that never ever missed a day of work. His whole family wasn't in the building that morning. His daughters, his daughter, his niece, whoever his family members were, nobody was in the building that morning. So, you know, I look at this as mass murder, not as a act of war, but we are talking about the same government that assassinated JFK on TV and had the whole world thinking a bullet did a U-turn in midair, you know, and people still bought it. And again, people bought it this time around again. They got duped. And he was a good human being, and he didn't deserve it. And he didn't deserve it, okay? I really didn't know I was gonna get emotional. That's crazy, but it happens. It happens. Okay, so anybody out there that has lost family members in 9/11, friends, you know, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy, and to all the family members that are down there right now at the ceremony, I can completely empathize. I can completely empathize with your loss. Seriously. The block lost a good kid. And I think everybody can understand that. Okay. Just drink something right here. Hey, man, it's life. Geminis are emotional people anyway, and plus I haven't seen the sun in like 6 days. It's been raining. So I'm all fucked up. Okay. So of course we know about the Nicki Minaj Cardi B drama. Started last Friday night. We never really got a chance to talk about it. You know, Queens versus the Bronx. And I'm gonna have to say Nicki played it beautifully. She played it perfectly. She stood there, allowed her security team to secure her, and they did their job, and allowed this woman to have a complete fucking breakdown. Now let's not get it twisted. I got the popcorn. You know, I was putting up text messages. Twitter messages of Nicki going in, saying she has text shots, she has screenshots of Cardi B calling black women cockroaches and calling some black woman's baby a dead monkey or some shit like that. I mean, it's getting crazy. I got my popcorn ready. This is fun. Yes, I want to see a cat fight. But what Cardi B did there in public like that is classless. It's classless. Is and again, I mean, Nicki is just milking every moment of this now, right? Because she's going all over, showing her face. Not, you know, she always has, but letting everybody know that she don't got no knots on her face. You got Cardi B throwing bottles and shoes, and I did put a little excerpt yesterday from the Queen live radio show. I don't know, on Apple Radio or some shit. You know, this is fucking bogus that you got to order so many fucking things to hear these people drop their interviews. You know, fuck you. Information should be free. I mean, just, you know. So I was looking at ways to try to get it. I got a 2-minute excerpt, and I put it up as a little R&R Live news bullet of Nicki just basically like, you know what, y'all people keep encouraging this shit, yada yada yada. This bitch is throwing bottles and shoes all over the place. And I'm gonna have to say, you know, the Bronx, you know, took a loss that night, man. Took a loss because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was a cheap attempt at clout. I don't know if she's not liking the fact that right now Cardi B's in the background with her baby and everything is Nicki. Hey, the album ain't even doing that good. You doing some shit like that. You just gave Nicki so much more attention now. You know what I'm saying? And now you looking stupid with a knot on your head. Okay? And if I can read some of these Twitter messages hold on one second. It's some crazy shit. Give me 1 second, because I know I got it on the gram. Right? Give me 1 second. Whoa. What are you doing here? Oh, shit, I put it up yesterday, but I can't find them now. Okay, no biggie. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. Nicki Minaj exposes Cardi B for calling black women roaches and says she has the screenshots and accuses her of sending thugs to beat up strippers. Right? Let's not forget she's had a fight with strippers. She thought a guy she was with was fucking. Okay, so she sent thugs up to beat up strippers that was fucking whatever dude that Cardi was with. Nicki Minaj says, Cardi, you know what it is like to write your own songs? You came into my culture. You getting women beat up because what your man doing. Real women never attack another woman. You take that up with your man. Get this woman some help. So she's just going off. Nicki Minaj exposing Cardi B right now. Claims her publicist was filming, hoping Cardi would snuff Nicki. And that she built her career off payola and sympathy and lies. So this is finning to get really fucking good. This is finning to get real good. And yeah, I'm about that popcorn shit. I want to see these two pop off. I really do. But here you got Nicki, articulate, well-spoken, you know what I'm saying? Queens in the house repping. And then you got Cardi sounding like an 11-year-old girl thug. Like she can't even speak right. So it's just like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Her throwing shoes and shit, catching that lump. Now, you know, and not everything is bad for Cardi B. She just came out with a Tom Ford lipstick line, which just sold out. So good for her. She's still doing her business. She's demanding no less than $300,000 per show, or she's not leaving her baby. Okay, if you got it like that, but you keep popping that shit, somebody's just going to do shows for a little cheaper and then just outshine you. So I don't even know what that's about. But hey, if you can get $300,000 to do a show, God bless you. Hold on 1 second. All right, I apologize. Yeah, so if you can get $300,000 to do a show, good for you. I mean, if you're demanding it right now, I guess. But I think the move was just, I mean, you know, what triggered it? What set it off? You know, why are you going to be in public with all the cameras there? Oh, because all the cameras were there, so let's pop off. I'm telling you right now, Nicki played it beautifully. Beautifully. Made her look like a savage woman from the hills, throwing shoes, cursing. Her dress got ripped, not giving a fizz knock. That's okay. I said that's a win for Nicki right there. And she goes on her radio yesterday and just destroys her. Just destroys her. Now, I don't know where we were. I want to try to get snippets of that shit. I don't know where to look. Where to look? I have no clue. But yeah, she's making Cardi look real, real bad. So let's see. Let's see what the future holds, you know? Okay, so still no reply from Eminem on MGK, and for those, and I gotta salute Jaquan. Thank you very much for putting, you know, Jay. Seriously, there's a lot of shit I would not even know if Jay didn't put me on, and he put me on to that new Joe Button show on Revolt TV. It was on at 5 o'clock yesterday on YouTube. You know, I watched it. And I'm just going to have to congratulate Remy Ma for just reading everybody's mind. I mean, she went a little overboard. Now that I think about it now, but I was cracking up yesterday because you're like, Joe, you know what? You a pussy and you scared because you know he's going to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, she's really, really trying to get Joe out of his calmness and coolness. She's really trying to get Joe out of his calmness and coolness. But Joe didn't give in. And I talked to Jay about it. I said, oh, yo, she called him out. She got to say something. Now, a lot of people, and salute to all the people that leave comments on the page, where I put up a 5-part article yesterday that just completely breaks down the timeline between Eminem and Joe Buttons and how everything led up to today. It was just such a long article, and I found it so interesting. I did not want to cut it off. So if you haven't had a chance to read it yet, please do. It's in 5 parts. It's on my page. Great article, and salute to everybody that's going back and forth because it started a really good discussion. And I was reading the comments this morning, and for the most part, the census is like, everybody wants Joe to clap back and rhyme for him. Now, let's not forget why I say clap back and rhyme for him is because he put out the podcast last week, and the 1 hour and 30 minutes out of the 3-hour show was directed right at M. And what it basically did, it pushes M into a corner. Now, and it's a double-edged sword. If you're Eminem and you react, you gotta take the chance that, okay, if you react, Joe's coming back. If you're Eminem and you don't say anything, people are gonna be like, well, if you're not saying anything, then Joe has to be right because you're not contesting anything he's saying. So again, I'm gonna have to agree with Jay Quan when Jay's like, you know what? Joe's playing chess. I'm going to have to agree. But I'm going to agree with Remy as the same. Well, ain't nobody. Listen, did anybody expect MGK to come back and say anything? Nope. But does everybody expect Joe to come and say something? Yup. But not, but people are not going to look at the podcast as a clapback. I still think the podcast was a complete orchestrated, took his time, surgically just went that Eminem for 90 minutes. That's a hell of a clap. But if you caught the show, what was it? State of the Culture? I'm not mistaken. Was it State of the Culture? I'm not sure. Maybe State of the Culture. I'd get rid of the other two. I don't know. I'm just, make it a 30-minute show with Remy and Joe just going, because Remy ain't afraid to say what she got to say. I respect that. Yeah, she's got that gutter mouth. But at least Remy, you just be like, no, let's quit to the chase. We all thinking the same thing. Joe, are you going to respond or not? Were you scared? Oh, I was loving that shit. I said, dear, she called him a pussy on his own show. He hosted, she called him a pussy like 3 times. You pussy. You just say you pussy, you scared. I was tired. Man, I hit Jay up. He's like, yeah, okay. That'd be interesting, man. Interesting. So if you're Eminem right now, you're sort of in a corner. And I got another Eminem song. I listened to the whole album yesterday. I did. Besides Lucky You, it's okay, and Fall, okay. I think the 2 best tracks are The Ringer and The Greatest, which I'll play The Greatest at the end of today's show. And I kind of regret, because I usually like watching the U.S. Open, and I regret not watching the Serena Williams match, because I did not know that Naomi Osaka really had was that good. I would have watched it. I just always assume Serena's gonna win. Tennis being a European sport, very bougie. I worked in the U.S. Open. I worked in the Flushing U.S. Open in 1991. Okay, 1991. Wasn't too many black players dominating. That was the age of Boris Becker and Martina Navratilova and Steffi Graf. You know, the Germans were dominating. You had Americans. I don't know if anybody follows tennis like that. Jimmy Connor was trying to make a comeback. Andre Agassi was big, you know, representing America. The Jimmy Connor comeback was dope. I mean, he had the U.S. Open going crazy that summer. So Serena Williams, you know, for those that we already know, watched the match. She lost 6-2, 6-4. Very decisive loss. 6-2, 6-4 is no joke. That's dominance. Okay? Now, I understand that she was fined 3 times. She's a millionaire. She can afford the fines. Okay? These fucking rules that tennis have, you know, no coaching and, you know, very, very fucking bougie rules. And they've been giving Serena a fucking hard time, testing her extensively for doping during the matches, fining her for her uniforms, saying it's you know what, it's not appropriate. We understand all that. Very bougie sport. An Australian newspaper put out a cartoon yesterday. I put it on my page that depicts Serena as an angry black woman stomping on a racket, and depicts Naomi Osaka as a blonde-haired, light-skinned woman talking to the judge, with the judge basically asking Naomi, could you just let her win? Jean Paul. It's the first time I got arrested is from the U.S. Open, sir. We'll talk about that story another time. John Paul's funny, man. You remember the U.S. Open story? Yeah, boy. That was my first lick. Yes, sir. Anyway. I personally feel that they have a vendetta out on her. First of all, absolutely, because she's a woman. Second of all, because she's a strong, powerful, black female tennis player that's dominating the shit out of these Europeans. The French players. Wins at Wimbledon, wins at the French Open, wins. Remember, she got pregnant and she went from number 1 to number, like, what was that? What did they rank her at? Like, she lost 300 spots or 200 spots. Some fucking astronomical number. She went from being ranked number 1 to like number 214 just due to her pregnancy. Which is crazy. I say, yo, that's complete disrespect. But she lost ranking because she got pregnant. Now, as far as Naomi Osaka, I think what was done to her that night was the same thing that Kanye West did to, I forget her name. What's that white girl? I'm looking in the room for help right now. Oh, no question, amazing. No question. Serena, if you watch tennis and you enjoy tennis, it's a beautiful sport because I grew up playing handball. So it's almost handball with rackets, you know? Some of these fucking serves, when they ace you coming in at 110, 111 miles an hour, you can't even move. It's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to watch. And she is built like a machine. When she be serving, she be ragging her sister. If I was her sister, I would hate to play her, man. Always, she destroys her in 2 sets. If I was a sister, I would be hating. Taylor Swift. Thank you, guys. I think she got Taylor Swift. Now, I don't think it was intentional, but the girl just won the U.S. Open, and they're booing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I don't know if it was intentional. Maybe in an unintentional way, and in an unintentional way, Naomi sort of lost the spotlight. It was her. That was her moment. But her moment, Serena starts crying. I'm not taking nothing away from Serena. She is by far the greatest female player I have ever watched. I watched Navratilova play. I watched Steffi Graf play. I watched Monica Seles play. They can't touch this girl. Jennifer Capriati, all of them. I used to love watching tennis. I just used to watch. Used to smoke a blunt and watch tennis. One of the greatest matches I ever seen, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years ago maybe, Serena lost to some white girl, French girl. I don't know where she was from. A nobody. The girl was down and came with some ill comeback. It was incredible. Serena lost, but still one of the greatest matches I ever seen. But still, will not take nothing away from Serena. All that crying and this is not fair and all that shit, I'm sorry, go about it another way. Don't start crying on the court. Don't give them what they want, because the ones that really, really run shit, they're oppressors. They want to see you cry. Don't cry. You lost the match, you lost the match. 6-2, 6-4 is not no bullshit match. The first match was 6-2. So she didn't even give Serena a chance. She was winning on her serve and she was winning on Serena's serve. 6-2, 6-4. Granted, one of those games was in a result of a penalty, but it's still 6-4. I think the girl deserved their victory, and I think Serena did get robbed at the same time. Now, she said she wasn't coaching. Her coach said, yes, I was coaching. The rules is no coaching. I still don't fucking understand what that means. What, you're not allowed to look at your coach while you're playing and have your coach give you a signal saying, hey, like a boxer's, a manager of a boxer, in the ring, your instructor, telling you what to do between rounds? You're telling me you can't look at your fucking coach and he says something like, come on, man, what are you doing? You're losing 6-2. What's going on? Wake up. I don't know. She gave him a thumbs up or some fucking shit. Coaching. What the fuck? The rules are really bougie. It's a great sport. Bougie fucking rules. It is, because I remember I worked there. All these tourists from Europe and France and England, I mean, they spend money at these tennis events. They were giving away infinities to the players. It was crazy. The infinities and money. It's nuts. The purses are nice in tennis. So I think Serena got robbed. And yes, there is absolute sexism in tennis, and they're giving this woman a hard time because yes, she's a black woman who is completely dominant over every other player, year after year after year. This, of course, everybody loses, but in the grand scheme of things, Serena's a champion. Right? Serena's a true champion. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Another song from Jaquan's list. Salute Jaquan. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Yeah. And we hang on the corner like a lamppost. My favorite singer, Mr. Vandross. Dean wanna search through my jam spot. Down, take this rent up to the landlord. 95 wins the Hill City champ. Hit over right, got my city stamp. The 439 was my city van. A nigga hella cool, but don't get him out. Shit, we try to live the best of it. So take what you need, leave the rest of it. Write your goals down, what you expect from it. Baby on the way, keep them checks coming. Streets real hard, but the test wasn't. Should've went to class with the rest of them. But fuck it, now my name with the best of them. Ooh, he 19 in the Lex Thuggy. Made a right turn on my old street.
Niggas outside chillin' low key. It's 12:47, Mr. Police. Fucking helicopters get no sleep. Pillow on my head, trying to drown it out. You can call me when you down and out. When the cops come and surround the house. Crenshaw niggas run the town, I'm out. Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Make it home safe. Yep. 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 Yep.
Deadin' in the James off of August Street. Pops drove a turquoise 280Z. Playing Tracy Chapman, we was watching Heat. Shootout in the alley, make it hard to sleep. 59th and 5th at my granny house. Uncle Reggie spilling shorts on my granny couch. The lesson was never go the attic route. To deal with mines, I probably pull the automatic out. 60th and 10th, cable with the chip. 12 gauge behind the door, plastic where you sit. I told him I would do it, talked a lot of shit. Came back home after all the trips. Pillow on their head, trying to drown it out. You can still call me if you down and out. When the cops come and surround the house. Crenshaw niggas run the town, I'm out.
Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Make it home safe. Yep. 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 Yep.
Good news, boys. It turns out that the early reports were all wrong. Sorry about that. I guess the only thing we can do now is play you.
All right. All right. Let's get through this day, huh? If you guys haven't heard about Dallas police officer Amber Geiger, okay? Interesting story, an interesting case. And of course, you know, those with power always bend and abuse the law to their favor because they're the ones that wrote the fucking law, so, you know, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Now, if you haven't heard about this story, this is a crazy story. This happened last Thursday. Officer Geiger had just ended a 15-hour shift Thursday when she returned in uniform to the Southside Flats apartment complex. She parked on the 4th floor instead of the 3rd, where she lived. According to the affidavit filed for the officer's arrest warrant, possibly suggesting she was confused or disoriented. When she put her key in the apartment door that was unlocked and slightly ajar, she pushed the door open, went inside, the lights were off, then she saw a figure in the darkness. The officer concluded that her apartment was being burglarized and gave verbal commands to the figure, who allegedly ignored them. She then drew her weapon and fired twice, killing the man. Geiger was arrested Sunday. So here's what I'm saying. Friday, Saturday, she's chilling. You know, there's no detainment. There's no inquiry, nothing. For 2 days, she's free to do whatever she wants to do. She was arrested Sunday night and booked into a jail before being released on $300,000 bond. She's charged with manslaughter. Now, here you are, a police officer. Let's play detective, huh? Here you are, a police officer. You know, most police officers, you have to be pretty coherent. Okay? Got to know most of the time what's going on. If they say Southeast 8th Street and 12th Avenue, you know, you pretty much know your vicinity. You know your beat. Okay? There's a routine. Okay? You go home. Fuck is you doing that you park on the 3rd floor, but no, you go to the 4th floor, walk into an apartment and just shoot somebody. I can't figure it out. I still can't figure it out. Now, this is allegedly what she's saying. So you walk into someone else's home that rightfully lives there, and he gets killed for being at home. You can't make this shit up. So she's charged with manslaughter after 2 days of being free. Because what are they doing for 2 fucking days? Well, you know, she said it's a mistake. 2 days later, they arrest her. What if she was on drugs? Should she have been tested Thursday? What if she was coked up and all itchy finger ready to go? I'm just saying, 2 days is a long time. That's 48 hours. How does a police officer, you're a police officer, think about it. You walk into the home. If it ain't your home, first of all, it ain't going to smell like your home. Let's keep it real. Now you're in the dark. There's no report of a flashlight in her hand. How come? You're a police officer. First thing you do if you go into a dark room, you put your gun out, but you put your flashlight right over, or vice versa. We seen the TV shows. We seen commercials. We seen cops. You know how they go into a dark room? What? Without no light? No, sir. They flash light on fucking every corner. What's your 6? What's your 12? What's your 9? What's your 3? So you're saying you came home Thursday night after a 15-hour shift, park on the wrong floor, use your key, but your key's not working, but the door's open. Wait a minute. Why isn't your key not working? If I go into a lock, if I put my key into a lock and it's not turning, I go, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Where am I? Here's why. I have a car. I've gone to other cars that look like my car. Ain't realized it till I put the fucking key. I don't put the key in the door and don't open it and break the fucking window to figure out it's not my car. I say, hey, wait a minute. What the fuck? How come my key's not turning? Hold up. Wait a minute. This ain't even my car. What the fuck am I doing? You're a police officer. So you go into this house in the dark, you give a verbal command, but you don't pull your flash out to see what you're shooting at or who you're shooting at? What if it was a kid getting up to use the bathroom? You gonna kill a kid? That's crazy. So another black man has lost his life at the hands of a police officer at the hands of law enforcement, at the hands of the people that are being paid by our taxes to protect people. So here you have an officer parking on the wrong floor, not realizing her keys don't open the lock, goes into a dark room, no talk of a flashlight, just sees a dark figure, gives a verbal command, and shoots twice. Questions later. Oh, wait, this is America. This is how the police do things in America. And again, not all police officers, man. I'm not, I hate police officers, but it's, not all police officers. They're good police officers, but good police officers even know you're working for a corrupt system, so it doesn't make you any better. I don't care how good you are. The system that you work for, the people on the higher up are completely fucking corrupt. As an officer, if you can't actually say yes to that, then there's no reason to talk. Yes, you got bills. Yes, you got mortgage. Yes, you have children, a wife. So you need to work. Absolutely, police officer. That I respect. But the system that you work for, it's completely fucking poisoned, dirty, and fucking hypocritical. Yes? Racist. Yes? They'll never answer that question. Never. Because, you can't go against the boys in blue. But what I want to see, if I was the prosecutor here, if I was the lawyer, if I was the lawyer for the family, this is what I'm asking, where's your flashlight? Why didn't you see before shooting? How were you in fear for your life? Why did you walk into the house and keep it dark? Why didn't you turn the lights on? Didn't you notice the smell wasn't the same smell as your home? Didn't the smell tell you right away? What were you? Were you drunk? Were you completely fucking inebriated? We won't know now because we waited 48 hours to arrest the woman. To take urine, possibly a sample. Something that she's a police officer. They have to test her blood or something. I don't know. But you give her 2 days before you do it. That's fishy to me. Jesus. So if the jury thinks it's a mistake, it's another case closed. Another life lost. Another family broken. This is America. I'm telling you, there's going to be a day, there's going to be a boiling point. It's going to be a boiling point. And the sickness of society is this. If police officers started getting assassinated, hypothetically speaking, and murked on the street, the whole country would be in fucking outrage. But print in the paper that a black man shot and killed the being for being home. And it's, hey, did you see the new Kanye West video? And by the way, did you see the new Kanye West video? Start lynching police officers and hanging them by street poles, and the country will be in a state of shock, like as if they've never seen anybody die before. But keep shooting black people as they run away from police, and it's business as usual. Business as usual. Man, we are living under the worst presidency ever. And I've only been on this planet for 43 years. I didn't know what politics was for my first 18, 19, didn't give a fuck. But dear God, we have when I say a piece of shit in the White House, a real piece of shit, ignorant, bigot piece of shit. And the only thing he cares about is making other rich people rich. That's all. He's only fucking with his own. He's only fucking with people that he can get something out of it. It's a tragedy, man. If he makes it for another 4 years, it's a fucking. Listen. I'm a convicted felon in the state of New York, but I'm about to go find out if I could vote. Absolutely, because I'm voting for Cynthia Nixon, and if I can vote to get Trump out, I don't give a fuck. I'll vote for the independent person. I don't care. But we gotta get Trump out the fucking White House. It's like fucking. We're going back in time, man. We're going back in time. The way people of color and minority are being treated. And nothing's changed. It's just getting fucking worse. Ain't never stopped. But it's just getting fucking worse. Sugar G, facts. See, that's what I'm saying. Let's play detective. How do you not know? See, me, the smell. See, I have dogs. You understand? I smoke weed. You understand? If I was to walk into my neighbor's house, think he was mine, instantly, just to fucking smell it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where the fuck am I? What am I doing? I put a key in a lock and don't turn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck? I get thrown off because, you want the lock to turn. Doormat, door color. Like Sugar G said. Doormat, door color. Great point. How do you not look down and say, what the fuck is this? So now I'm going to put my money on her state of mind was altered. Possibly she was under the influence. Giving her 2 days to come clean, that's a problem. That's the problem. You made a mistake. You should have been booked Thursday night, Friday morning. How is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday you get arrested? Because it's a fucking club for these people. It's the club, the boys in blue. They look out for their own. Always. We've read stories in the years. I think we even reported it on the show once, a couple months ago, maybe in the beginning, when police officers were recording their superiors telling them to target minorities, and then they get their lockers broken into, their cars fucked up. It's like fucking a witch hunt. If you're not on our side, then don't ever become a police officer. This isn't about justice. This is about us protecting our own. That waiting till Sunday to arraign her bothers me because it gives you 48 hours to flush your system. I've used drugs. I've been on probation. I've had to give urine. I've scrambled to find shit to flush my system. I've come up with excuses not to go into probation to piss that day because I needed the time to come clean. And it wasn't even weed. It was alcohol or coke or both. Coke and alcohol takes 24 to 48 hours to come out of your system. How do we not know she was inebriated, sniffing, doing lines? You think the department don't look out for other people in the department, or when drug tests come up, all that shit, they cover their ass. I'm telling you, the kumbayas, the marching, none of that's gonna work. When shit gets fucking drastic and they start fucking ripping police officers out of their cars and they start fucking jumping police officers on their beat, and I'm telling you, the numbers are there. I've always said this and I'll say it again. The police department are not here to protect and serve. Why? I live in Jackson Heights. It's just one fucking community in the borough of Queens. Do you know how many people live in Jackson Heights? Maybe thousands and thousands of people that live in Jackson Heights. the 115 precinct is only the precinct that covers Jackson Heights. 13 murders, 3 fires, 2 bank robberies, and 3 carjackings in 1 hour. Do you know what happens to the police department? They fucking crumble. They can't do the numbers. They're not here to protect anybody. They're here to come pick up, or try to solve the murder and find the culprit, or fucking, tape everything up. Because the numbers, logistically, there's not enough officers to protect all the citizens. So you're called, you get called after the crime takes place. There is no true protection. You're better off with a shotgun and a dog. Fuck the police department. A shotgun and a dog. You're protecting your family better than any fucking alarm system and police department ever. So they're not here for protection. They're here for the cleanup, the pickup, the lockup, the convictions, the courts. They got to keep the system going. We know this. Okay, I'm not even going to get into that. But the fact that they gave this woman 2 days before arresting her is fucking fugazi, real shady. And if I was a lawyer for the police, for this family, I would be like, why do we wait 2 days? How do we know she wasn't drunk? Because if she was inebriated or anything like that, while still on duty, while in uniform, that's a complete whole nother fucking violation. And maybe we can get a charge than manslaughter. Maybe we can give her a higher charge. Let's try to prove murder, because that's what happened. This man got murdered in his house by a police officer who didn't realize she was on the wrong floor, who didn't realize the keys weren't fitting in the wrong lock, who didn't realize it was the wrong color door, the wrong color doormat, who didn't realize that her house didn't smell the same. You know who does that? That's drunk people shit. When you're trying to get into the house and you can't see shit and you don't turn on the light. Why wouldn't you fucking turn on the light? You guilty right there. That right there tells me you weren't in your right state of mind. Which police officer don't turn on the light? Oh, I saw a figure in the dark. I told him to stop. Bang, bang. Sean Paul, she was drinking Jameson. Amazing Confections. Was she tested the day of Thursday? Was she? Okay. Okay. If she was, then I have to retract my statement. Still, who tested her? They tested her, right? NYPD, they tested her. I mean, the Dallas PD tested her, right? Whatever department she worked for. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have an independent. You gotta have an independent panel come and test that. You just can't have the cops test her. Even if that's the case, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. Here's why. We're living in a country where they assassinated a president on television and made everybody believe some fucking sharpshooter, fucking mastermind assassin, did what he did. We have the same government that fucking brought down 2 buildings in New York City and said it was fucking Al Qaeda. And then we got to go after fucking Saddam Hussein and all that shit. WMDs to never find the fucking WMD. And 80 and 90% of the American community, they fucking hate it. Hey, who cares if we sent our kids over there to die? Who gives a fuck when they came back with fucking post-traumatic stress syndrome and fucking tremors and fucking nightmares? Who gives a fuck? Hey, we didn't find WMD, but we kicked Saddam's ass. We took his gold. We took his oil. We brought down the regime, but we never found the weapon of mass destruction. Sorry, yeah, well, we made a mistake about that. But we needed a reason to go into Iraq. Hey, let's bring down the World Trade Center. What do I know? What do I know? But I know a demolition job when I see one. And again, if anybody's never seen Loose Change, Please go see Loose Change. It's on YouTube. Loose Change. A building cannot fucking crumble down because of a fire. The steel is meant to withstand thousands of degrees. Interesting movie. Loose Change. So watch it. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Let's get into the last song. No, not the last song. Sorry. Second to last song by Jaquan. For Life. My G. Let's go.
Strange. That's just a game. Everybody tripping, throwing it away. We was getting lifted, now we getting paid. Shame on I paid the cost to see apostrophes. That means it's mine. Keep to myself, taking my time. Always into some bullshit and out of line. Driving with my eyes closed, missing all the signs. Turn the ignition, I'm driven and sitting pretty. Listening to Whitney and whipping it through the city, yeah. Man on a mission, figure it out. Putting way too much on my shoulders, please hold me down. I keep my head above the water. My eyes getting bigger, so the world is getting smaller. I be getting richer, but that only made me crazy. Mama told me I was different even when I was a baby. That Mercedes through the PA when I pull up, sounding like a concert or a monster truck. I'm tripping, but I'm falling up. Always said I want it all, but it's not enough. I'm always saying I won't change, but I ain't the same. Everything's different, I can't complain. Don't know what you missing. Shame on you, shame on you. Everything's strange, that's just a game. Everybody tripping, throwing it away. We was getting lifted, now we getting paid. Shame on you. We only just begun. No, we don't wanna hurt your feelings, 'cause it's only just begun. System, Lord of the King. Turn the power off and get your water from the spring. I'm bringing everyone with me when shit get iffy. I give 150%. This is the shit that I'm dealing with, but I wish I forget. Used to be feeling depressed, now that I'm living, I'm a little obsessed. Yes, behind jacuzzis, I be hitting the jets. I'm showing her some love, she be giving me sex. Respect the out of nine. Don't fuck around and be a victim of your pride. Why you lying? Tell the truth and step aside. I don't got the time to let it slide. I'm too grounded. Push whips that move mountains. New cribs, blue fountains. These are my surroundings. I be going through it, you just go around it. But it's really not that different when you think about it. Change, but I ain't the same. Everything's different, I can't complain. You don't know what you missing. Shame on you, shame on you. Everything's strange, that's just a game. Everybody tripping, throwing it away. We was getting lifted, now we getting paid. Shame on you.
All right. Yeah, I was looking at what Amazing Confection said. Yeah, so the Dallas police chief said they tested her. But that's what I mean. You got in-house testing, in-house. We'll talk. Okay, listen. 2 days later, okay, we're gonna charge you with manslaughter, right? That's what it is, manslaughter. I think manslaughter charges. I don't trust it, and I never will. I will never trust it, because behind closed doors, they all sleep with each other, and not literally. You understand what I mean? But behind closed doors, they all sleep with each other. So in that sense, I believe nothing. If she gets arrested, there should be an independent panel right there. Internal affairs or whatever it is that they checked. That checked the. Well, they don't really do a good job at it, but make sure the cops are doing their job and not abusing the law. But there should have been an independent panel there to test her right on the scene. Right there, boom. Because and of course the lawyer's going to want to see the toxicology. So, it is what it is. If there was anything in her toxicology, obviously they're going to use that as a reason to prove that she was impaired. And again, they may do, you never know. They may do some research and go back and find out maybe these two were connected in a certain way. And something happened, we don't know yet. This could be, revenge. Who knows? And I'm not trying to get all fucking tabloidish, but again, you just park on the to the wrong floor, go to the wrong door, turn the key, it don't work, walk into the house, it don't smell like your house, you refuse to turn on the light, you refuse to turn your flashlight, and then you shoot somebody and then 2 days later you get arrested. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure they'll be checking phone records and all. The lawyers are gonna want to, once you've been arrested, you're a suspect. So now they're, one job is to, one side is gonna try to prove you made a mistake. The other side is gonna try to prove that, maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe you made a mistake coming home inebriated, coming home drunk, and that was the mistake which led to a man losing his life for just being in his own house. Again, fucking crazy. You can't make this shit up. But this is America. This is America. We have a government that does nothing. And I don't care this presidency or the last presidency or the one before that. I don't care what anybody says. Shit ain't changing, man. Shit is not changing. It's getting worse. There was racism while Obama was in president. There was black people being shot while Obama was president. There was violence in Chicago while Obama was president. There were still mass shootings. Shit does not change. It's just that this president that we have right now is a complete fucking buffoon and just has no sort of diplomacy whatsoever, and is just a businessman, is a greedy fucking spoiled child, overgrown child with ultimate power at his hands. So I'm praying for John Wilkes Booth. What was that Broadway actress that said it yesterday? It was a TMZ article. She goes, "Where's John Wilkes Booth when you need him?" And for those of you that don't know who John Wilkes Booth is, he was allegedly the man that assassinated Abraham Lincoln. So, of course, there's many theories to that. My theory is the banks assassinated Abraham Lincoln because Abraham Lincoln was printing his own money to fund the Civil War and said fuck you to the banks and started creating those bluebacks. If you guys know, bluebacks were those blue $5 bills that Abraham Lincoln was printing in order to fund the war. So that's my theory on the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. But we could talk about conspiracy all day on another show. So Hurricane Florence heading towards the East Coast. About 1 million people as of the last hour are on their way to evacuating the coastal Carolinas, Virginia. Storm has turned into a Category 4 storm, and I love nature. I love to observe this. I don't, not for the damage, of course, the loss of life, but just to observe the raw power of Mother Nature. No military, no weapon can control that unless we're talking about HARP, which controls the weather, a weapon that controls the weather. But it is hurricane season again, and we have a hurricane heading towards the East Coast, Carolinas, Virginia. It's supposed to make landfall and just keep going out. But right now, it's a Category 4 storm, and it's a big storm. If you've seen the pictures already, I put up a couple of articles yesterday. If you see the picture, there's a satellite picture from the sky or space or whatever. And, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually 2 more hurricanes forming behind Florence. So hurricane season is here, and it's popping already. And again, you know what it is for the Virginias. For Virginia and coastal Carolinas and the East Coast. Y'all about to get bombarded with high winds, rain, and flooding. It's nothing the East Coast hasn't seen before. We're used to it. Ain't nobody panicking. But for those that are in the direct path of the storm, has already caused 1 million people to evacuate. And even storms are part of capitalism. It plays into a city's and state's finance and economy, because you got to buy water and the candles and the batteries and the wood and the gas. So it causes, that chain effect of spending. So a storm is good for businesses. It is, just if you want to look at it, capitalism. And there's nothing more than a governor loves than that FEMA check. It's all the game. Governors and everybody, they get flown out of there. People stranded, they lose their lives. But boy, when that FEMA check comes, the governor and the state, boy, they got their hands ready for that storm money. You know how long it took people in New York City to get back their money from Sandy? Them insurance companies were fucking around with them, man. People in the Rockaways that had no electricity, nothing. I waited days to get their shit back. Waited days to get a check. Sad story. But yeah, so everybody be prepared in the Carolinas, East Coast. Storm is on its way. I think Clark was going to call in. I'm not sure. He also knew James and his family. It was a crazy day in New York, I remember. Crazy. I was so stressed out. All the bridges going uptown was closed. I was trying to get some weed. I had to go to the Bronx, park on 149th Street by Hostess Community College. Hostess Community College on 149th in the Grand Concourse. Park right there. Walk over 149th into Manhattan, which becomes 145th Street on Manhattan side. Then catch a cab from 145th Street to 130th and Broadway to see my Dominicans. Dímelo. Dígame, gordo, que tú quieres, dame un 20 pure, papi. Used to get my weed right up there. Always, you would catch me on 138, 139 Broadway with the Dominicans, just chilling, drinking Presidentes. And I remember when I got out the cab, you could smell the sulfur in the air. It's like, damn, man. How was human bodies? You could burning with all that rubble. And salute to the mafia that showed no fucking love, that came like grave diggers in the middle of the night to steal all that scrap. When I say the mafia, I mean the sanitation and the demolition companies. There was a whole lot of stealing going on. Yeah, the vultures, rats, and snakes always come out. People were grave robbing people right there, taking rings off their fingers and hands. Don't sleep. There's a type of people that find profit in complete and utter misery and destruction. I'll never forget it, man. That smell, I'll never forget that smell. And salute to the people that went there immediately without even thinking about their lives and their health, that ended up dying of cancer. They had to fight, families had to fight for that 911 fund. They had to fight for that money, for that 911 fund, for the people that got cancer in their lungs, in their body, from all that toxic smoke. Larry Silverstein walked away with billions of dollars in an insurance check. But people that went down there to pull out bodies and search for people, they died. Their families had to beg for something. This is America. It's crazy. It was a crazy time, those 2-3 days in New York. And for all those that live in New York, you know, if you could sit back and think, where were you the morning that those buildings came down? Sitting there watching fighter jets just fly over, back and forth, like thinking another plane was just going to drop out the sky. Remembering seeing my boys that were police officers get into trucks as they rolled trucks into the World Trade Center for assistance. It was a crazy day. So if anybody ever lost anybody in the World Trade Center bombings, I empathize with your loss. I lost a great friend, I think about Jane, and you know what's crazy? On the corner of my block, there is this picture painted in a mural. I see it every morning. Every time I walk by, I go, "What's up, Jimmy?" I go, "Everything good?" He's like, "Everything's good." Just the greatest smile, man. James was a good dude. Yvonne Bonomo, good dude. So I dedicate today's show to my two good friends, James Cartier and Yvonne Bonomo. James, I miss you, buddy. Good kid, good dude. Some of my greatest memories growing up was with James. So he was my next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? We next door. So all right. Salute to everybody. Jaquan, that Stally song with Scarface. I'm gonna try to play it again. If it plays, it plays. If not, you know, you could double up next week. I owe you one. I don't know why it won't play. Salute to everybody. And again, I apologize for the emotion this morning. I'm pretty sure we've all lost a great friend in our life. And, you know, for James to be a soldier, call up his family and say, "Mom, Dad, I love you." And tell everybody I love them, but I'm not going to make it home. I'm not going to make it home. And he wasn't crying, and he wasn't sad. He said, "Yo, I love you guys." And he hung up the phone. That's it. It's a crazy way to go. So, anybody that's ever lost anybody, you know how I feel. And anybody that's lost somebody on 9/11, I know how you feel. All right? Salute to everybody. I'm going to try to play this last song. And if it works, it works. If not, I got one more Eminem song that I got from the album that I will play. So if the Stally featuring Scarface song plays, there'll be an Eminem song after that. If they block the show, they block the show. If they do, I'll just go back, take the Eminem song, and repost it. Salute to you guys. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it, and I wish you guys the best. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh no, there's no show tomorrow morning. I got to take care of Mama Ruckus, take her first surgery. So I will see you guys Thursday morning. Tonight, Wake the Fuck Up America with Tom and Jizzo and Chantel. Salute to them guys. That'll be at 6:25. And tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m., we will have our social therapy, okay? No morning show tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Salute. Thank you for listening. Respect. Respect to all you guys, all right? Peace.